Now, before we make our way over to the Nut House, I want to take a moment to thank you guys for your unyielding generosity. You guys continue to show up every single day, showing love, showing up, engaging, making sure this content is reaching people. Y'all send donations, super chats, things of that nature, and you make it possible for me to make this a better and better viewing experience or, sonic experience for you. So shout out to y'all. If you ever wonder where that money goes, you will see it around me, right? I want to make sure that I present this in the best way I possibly can, my best foot forward, because you guys deserve it. And so thank you very much for making this possible. Contrary to what some, I guess, may truly believe, I am not sponsored or paid off by the Jew or the white man, right? But instead, it's because of y'all. Well, I guess if you are a Jew or a white man, then technically yes. But as far as, the infamous white man or like Bibi Netanyahu, personally, still haven't seen any of those checks. But thank you. So that being said, let's go ahead and make our way into the Nut House. It all makes sense now, right? Let's just go ahead.
Hey guys, I'm just sitting in this forest here. I'm thinking about all the people I've been talking to in Palestine, many of whom uphold very traditional Muslim values. And some people have asked me how I, as a very visible queer person, can advocate for a people that have a culture that is not necessarily so inclusive of LGBTQIA plus people. First of all, I would like to think that I would always advocate for an oppressed people suffering a genocide, no matter what their cultural beliefs might be. If people are being starved and displaced and mass murdered,
so damn close. You know what I mean? We almost made it to the halfway point in this video, just letting it play out. But damn it, if y'all know me, y'all know I can't just let the BS slide. So here we go. First and foremost, there is no genocide, at least not at the hands of the Israelis. Sorry. A genocide, more often than not, almost exclusively, is when there is an eradication of a specific group of people based upon who they are, i.e. culture or religion, ethnicity, etc. And that almost exclusively leads to a dwindling population. Now, when it comes to quote unquote Palestine, turns out that their population has expanded. I'm talking 3-4x since their inception. They're neighboring with the Israeli people. So, there's that. There's also the whole entire starvation thing, which turns out was actually not happening, at least not at the hands of the Israelis, but instead at the hands of Hamas, who is the ruling class of the so-called Palestinian people. Yikes. Yeah. Turns out that there was food being sent into the Gaza by Israel, the Jews, as well as the United States and, other foreign agencies, including Spain, who recently sent over some pork and expired food. How did that virtue signaling go for you, Spain? Not the good people of Spain, but the whacked out, wokey government over there. Anyway, I digress. Yeah, so it turns out that the starvation thing has been disproven. It has been, revealed for what it actually is. The true starvation taking place is because 90% of the aid has been intercepted by Hamas, who then uses that as essentially fodder for, selling for 2-3x the profit in order for them to continue to fund their quote unquote holy war. So yeah, there's that. The slaughtering of multitudes of people. Yeah, that one can also be attributed to, you guessed, the old Hamas boys and gals. They're also gals. Actually, one of the most popular figures in Hamas's history is a woman who willfully had her children sacrifice themselves for the sake of her holy war. So, you just every now and then you just gotta check them. You know what I mean? Just gotta check. You can't just let it slide. Like if you find yourself in discussions with the Black Swan over here, Let the truth be known.
By an oppressive occupation. Honestly, I don't care how I'm perceived. I'd still like to think I wasn't such a prick as to not stand up for these people, given the circumstances, regardless of how they might feel about my sexuality, gender, or how I dress. I think something that I'm learning as a white middle-class queer person raised in America is that my identity doesn't have to be the epicenter of my experience as a human being. And it certainly doesn't have to dictate how I show my empathy.
Oh, God, we were 10 seconds left on the clock. We were almost there. You know, sometimes I think to myself, this is your toxic trait. This right here is my toxic trait is holding out hope, even though I see what I see sometimes. You know what I mean? Like wanting something different to happen. Maybe, just maybe this time, it's not going to, it's not what it looks like, right? I know there's smoke, but damn it, I don't see a fire. No, it's a blazing right in front of you. So anyway, yeah, I don't know if y'all caught this little identity rant.
Raised in America. Is that my...
Okay, so as a
queer person raised in...
As a white queer person raised in America, 3 identifiers, right? 3 identity markers.
America. Is that my identity doesn't have to be the epicenter of my experience as a...
They live in a perpetual state of hypocrisy. I feel as a queer white American that my identity should never be considered in a conversation. Huh? Now, I could agree with you on the point itself. It's just the delivery was, it's a complete 0 out of 1, right? It's a miss and a miss. It is correct that your identity markers outside of being a child of the Creator, a child of God, I think that's the one that matters more than anything else, right? Your occupation, husband, wife, father, mother, all that is beautiful things, but it shouldn't define your personhood, your value. Your value is intrinsic. It's built into you. Just a reminder. But yeah, I don't think that one works if you couple it together with the whole, multiple identities. And of course, we know what this is. It's virtue signaling at the highest level. This is Olympic level virtuoso signaling. Hello, everybody. Welcome, woke world. I am with you, right? Though the people that I proclaim to be standing up for would toss me off of the side of a 7-story building, I stand with you no matter what. I don't care. I don't care if you were tearing me limb from limb, baby. I am with you. Oh, and those bad old meanies that would actually allow me to walk freely on their land, those old Jews. No thank yous. I would rather be with the ones who are doing the butchering than trying to essentially spare their people from the butchering. You can't make this stuff up. You cannot make this stuff up. Golden Globes.
Human being. And it certainly doesn't have to dictate how I show my empathy. I think in the West, we're told to have such a huge regard for individuality and individualism, for who and what we are. And this almost needs to be at the forefront.
You are who is doing that at an unprecedented rate. You. The L's, the G's, the B's, the T's, the Q's, and all of these have literally said we are the epicenter of all attention. Praise us, worship us. Pride. Pride. You celebrate pride. Make it make sense. You celebrate sin, haughtiness. And then on the other side, you claim to be for the people. Come on, man. We're not going for it. Not this year.
To each and every single thing we do. I think I'm
2020.
starting to realize what a false path this is.
Okay. So this is how I see it. With this one, it's like, you've got a vehicle that will make the distance, perfect amount of oil, as well as gasoline, of course, coolant. Everything is tip-top shape, but the direction is completely off. It does not matter how good the car is. The quality of the car. If you're going the wrong damn way, you will never make it to your destination. These people, many of them, who believe themselves to have their heart in the right place, and some do. Even some of them who look like this, surprisingly, we're still human, will have their heart in the right place. It's just everything else is in the wrong place. And their heart is also misguided. So, there's also that. So, yeah, I wanted to start here in our loony bin in our loony bin experience. And then I want to end on this one. I don't know if this is satire or not. I'll be honest with y'all. Half the time I'm on the ether webs, on the internets. I can't tell. Things have gotten so loony, so crazy, so out of pocket. You don't know what is what. So we're just going to go ahead and do it, even if it's just for the entertainment's worth. Yeah, let's get into it.
But the last 2 years have changed me. And honestly, I don't think that I can call myself a Christian anymore. I've been considering converting to Islam for 2 years. You want to know the biggest difference that I've noticed between Christianity and Islam? One is based off of love. The other is based off of fear. I used to be on the hard, messy, bloody, dangerous front lines with the Muslims as opposed to sitting comfortably in the back with the Christians. Watching
See that right there? Come on.
genocide like it's entertainment, eating popcorn and clapping in the name of Jesus. Who was Palestinian, by the way? I know that publicly denounced.
Okay. Yeah. I didn't watch it completely through. I was just like, I don't know. Let's go ahead and get into it. Yeah. Okay. You got me on that one. Now, again, we live in a day and age where, in the year of our Lord 2025, we got folks out there talking about Jesus was a Palestinian. Yeah. A quote unquote alleged nation doesn't exist. And I mean, I believe many of the other Islamic nations would agree to that, including the Jordanians, who are, basically them, same people, who've also rejected many of them. But anyway, story for another time. Yeah, 1988 versus, I don't know, 30 BC, right? It's a little bit of a gap between the two. See how that would work. Then some say, Christ was a Muslim, right? Yeshua was Muslim. Yeah. I mean, that's what, 630 AD? Yeah. That one's not exactly clock. I just did the little Gavin Newscam shuffle. He does this. Yeah. It's not exactly clicking.
Arguably one of the most powerful and evil religions in this world is going to have its consequences, but I don't care because I'm always going to choose the side of love. I keep saying that I'm still deciding, but I think I just made that final decision, and I guess I'll handle whatever comes my way in the name of Allah.
Absolutely hilarious. Thank you for that comic relief. So, yeah, we have the two. Can't really tell the difference between the two except for the fact that this one, I want to believe is satire. That's honestly it. Maybe that's my Delulu. There's my toxic trait once again, showing its ugly head, rearing its ugly head. So, yeah, appreciate y'all for tuning in. Again, thank you guys so much for the love, support. You guys are beautiful human beings. I appreciate you. I know I'm not always able to get to every comment, etc. I do my best to throw myself into what I do so I can deliver that to y'all. But to remind y'all, thank you. Till the next time, Gays for Gaza. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Now, if you'd like to stay around, make sure to click that little subscribe button down there. Or you can show some love by going to the description below and clicking on the button titled Buy Me a Coffee. Leave a little something there, or click on the Cash App. Leave a little something here. Till the next time, peace. Aquarius. Where? I've been up for hours, I've been up for days, you. Staring at the ceiling, I've been counting strays, you. I've been in my feelings, I've been out of mind. I've been getting visions of the other kind. I've been up for weeks. blessings over counting sheep. I can never be the type to limit when it comes to me. I used to be the pleaser for the